Nothing like picking a few fresh figs. This rain has been a blessing for the fires, and it's helping some of the fruit trees really kick over. So I just climbed the tree right now, and it's blowing like this is a nice big. It's by itself here, but it's a great tree. But it's blowing today. Seeing if anything's going to come down and snap some power lines around here, because it's quite a common thing. But yeah, this year the figs are doing great. Like it's a chubby little tree, right? It's nothing special. Sometimes those damn peckers get in and they beat things up. But look at that, it's even rooted right there. These figs are such a tough plant. Everybody can grow these just about anywhere. Super easy. And they produce some awesome fruit, like what I get out of that. Let's see what my pocket tally. I was able to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 in my pockets. And there's a whole bunch more up there, but they're not quite ready. These are the little early girls. Right, so let's see if we can get sit back. Yeah, tearing up the yard this time of year because a lot of stuff's dormant. So it's easier to deal with getting the weeds out of spots you don't want them. But yeah, no, it's a funky fig tree. I'm gonna eventually have this piece come down here. I'll lift it back up and then drop it into the ground again right there. As you can see, the stuff roots like crazy. They use them for building bridges and stuff in the jungles. And yeah, this is just for me covering it to protect it, because the bird was coming out here slamming. And, I mean, he's hit this thing a bunch of times, right? So a little bit of this, that's copper, right? Just put a copper mesh or copper wire around things that helps stop the slugs and bugs and stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to do something here this season. But I gotta, look at that, man. That's awesome. You know what I'm thinking? I might end up getting this, now that I see that this section is rooting so well. Look at that. Because I was dealing with this crack here plus the pecker. I mean, he's been running up and down the whole thing. So now that this thing, I figure I've got a general start on it. Now I'm gonna put an actual like root building. I'll put a cube of, whether it be the coconut or a peat, nice big thing to get some real big stuff going. And then I'll trim it. Probably I'll just give it, like, say, I'll take this section right here and leave it a few inches above this. I mean, this is a nice healthy branch right here, so that's a good piece. So I'll just leave that here, and then this will end up sprouting again at some point. But yeah, no, that's cool. One of those many things you got to get done at some point, but I mean, it sure pays off. It's tough to see, but there are a lot of figs, right? Oh, there's another one I missed. Got to get them before the wasps and the bugs, and you get them when they're just like, I learned from my Italian friends and Portuguese friends. They always said, it's got to be, that's the best. They start to poop open like this, and then they just like rubbery here, like you can see it actually rubber. So that's just that you feel it. And the color starts to get a lot lighter here. It's so overcast. You compare that. Oh, there's another sucker. Oh yeah, no, that one's ready too. See, you start getting right into it, and you realize that, yeah, look at that fresh fruit. They're decent size here. There's the size of my hand. It's not quite a baseball. It's kind of almost like the size of a lacrosse ball. Some of those ones. But yeah, look at that. I mean, they're stacked in there. But I bet you right now, even with me looking as hard as I am, there's probably another let's say 4 or 5 that are ready to go. I know there's one up in there that the damn wasps will get, so I'm going to leave it for the bugs and wasps. Maybe they'll just concentrate on it, because they just tear a hole in and they just start boring in and eating away. It's the wasps though, when they find out, they just start to chow hard, but they take chunks of a whole bunch. They're not nice about it, but if you leave one to see who's doing it, it might just be the couple of little bugs that you can find and give them the eviction notice off the tree.